yellow tubers. It's about 8 o'clock. Quiet Vernonia night. I was like, what the hell is that noise? Semi-quiet. All the power strokes are going to bed. No, I'm kidding. I've been working on my truck today. Mostly in just cleaning and putting Rednecks on the windows. We're actually starting to get precipitation and moisture in the morning. I like to have my windows clear off easily. Carpet washed. Someone yelling at their dogs. Anyways, I got the carpet cleaner out, and I actually was able to get a lot of the grease stains. There was some nasty diesel engine oil stuff from some parts I took from Todd. And I was actually able to get out with Simple Green and just regular carpet cleaner, and it cleaned up pretty good. And then also cleaned the bench seat, and then went back here and wanted to clear out all of the garbage that has accumulated back here. And I was able to get my off-road light. This is my handheld jobber there. You can plug into the dash. I need to put a thing over there on the other side so I can use it if I want to, but that's my little handheld spotlight. And for any of you curious about my sound system, I've got a dual amp, a kicker dual amp, or 2-in-1 amplifier. It runs my JBL door speakers, and then of course this kicker 10-inch sub, and I've been pretty happy with that sound system. But this bench seat I swapped in a number of years ago. I think just after I did the 4BT swap. And it's been great, except for this side is pretty haggard. I don't know if I have enough light to show you underneath. But my fat ass is blowing out those springs. And I actually want to get this out and see if we can band-aid it. I don't have any new foam. I was going to put a piece of foam in here and then tie everything together with mechanics wire just to give it some more support. Because after a while, when there's no support here, your ass starts to hurt, and then this back support changes, so then your position's all weird. And I'd like to get this to where it's like the other side. The other side's nice and firm and sits up higher. And I would like to sit up higher because I feel like I'm Granny Apple Smith, freaking, I'm just above the steering, just barely above the steering wheel. So this bench seat needs to come out, and we'll bring it to the garage and work on it. I did make one modification to this thing and got rid of this. Had this stupid cable. It was hooked, I think it was hooked to the armrest, and it pulls on the armrest to put it up. But it would make it so that this thing would always want to fall back. And, I like to do this and be able to do things, put stuff here. I got a couple crappy toolkits, that I keep back here, and if I need to get to them, I don't want the damn thing shutting on me. One thing I forgot to hook up on this when I swapped my amp, I have this tied in with this power cable, and this runs my lumbar support in the back here. So I think I'm gonna go get some tools. There's a spring that used to be up in there, came out. Get some tools, and we'll get that free. Let's see, I think it was a 13 or a 14. And then there's another one here at the front, and then 2 on the other side, and then we'll work this thing out of here.
He's a ham. He knows his camera's on.
What language is that, Adam? Oh, it's funny language?
same old place. Sweet home, Chicago. Alright, so what do we got going on here? Well, this wire stuff has gone through the foam. And then yeah, these broke off the thing up there. I could probably loop some mechanics wire. Just loop it and then tie it back here and twist it over like they got going on here. Look at all these. Oh. It's like it got well, it rusted and got brittle and then snapped. Huh, that's kind of shitty. How would I fix that? Let me see over here. This is like perfect over here. And then you get good in the middle. Nice and stiff, and then here it's just, it's blowing out. So I found this, where I got this spring here, and yeah, it broke right off. And so I got that out of there. And all this foam was pushed down, so I pushed it back up. And then what I did next was, I wonder if this is supposed to be bent in. Anyways, what I did next is I looped a piece of wire in here. Let's see, it's right there. I might actually tighten her up a little bit on this end here. But it's looped through this spring here, and it's got some tension on it. And that spring is what keeps this part of the pad up near the lumbar. So now what I need to do is find another spring, put it here, and I'm going to run another piece of wire to hold this up against that. And I'll probably actually take one part of the wire and loop it around here so it's kind of held in place. And that might suffice until I get a new spring. I think we're gonna go to the yard and not steal, but you know, take a spring setup from another truck. What I want to do is put this right here. I'll try and find another spring here. I think I got a brake spring kit somewhere that we can rob from. I know I got another spring around here somewhere we can rob from, or I'll do something ghetto. I'll just tire wrap it. Yeah. Well, I got this extra brake spring kit that Todd got, and he was going to return it, but I think I'm just going to compensate him for it, and I'm going to steal some springs from it. This one doesn't look like it's really going to work, so I'm going to try and find one that has more of a... So now we got to take this red spring I got here. We're going to run a piece of wire through here somewhere and try and get it under there. There's another big thick piece of wire kind of like this. It's captured into the frame over here. Get that wire up around it, it'll pull on it, use that as a base. Got a decent amount of it through now. I can connect it now. take our pliers. Okay. And we're going to take one of these other ends here and we're just going to put some tension on it. Alright, let's see how this goes. Well, it's a little better. It's not lumpy, so that's good. It's got a little squish to it, about like this side. I feel like I'm not sitting down low. Back here we get real low, and it's not as bad. So I'll either have to get a decent spring from another truck, or we do a different seat setup, which I've been wanting to do. But I think this is going to do for a while. So I got one of those foam mat things, and I ended up cutting some of it up, and I put it under these 3 things of wire I got set up here with springs. Right here is where it needs some more chooch. So I'm almost thinking about putting another piece of wire through there, up here, but having another piece tie these together, and it just anchors off of that. There's one more spot I could hook a spring into, but it'd be off kilter. So it's a lot better than what it was. I mean, it looks pretty stupid, but no. Well, it is the next, well, not really afternoon, but morning. Got the seat back in here. See this dry up? Yeah, it dried up nicely. Yeah, it looks so much better. I got the seat. Still needs to be bolted down, which I'm going to work on right now. And then get the seat belts put back through here. And then I'm probably going to leave that third seat belt, this guy here. It's the one that, the long lap one that goes to the other side for the other person. I hate having a few people sitting here. And plus there's not really any room there, so yeah, I'm just gonna make that not happen. But I think the repair came out okay on the driver's side. I sat in it last night after I put it back in there, and it sits up a lot higher than it was, because it was sunk in pretty good, and the driving position seems lower. Yeah, see, it's not all, it's got some give to it now. It looks a lot better. She's pretty ghetto rigged though. But you know, those wires are pulling on springs, so it's spring loaded like it should be from the factory, so we'll see how that goes. I'm debating on whether or not I should go to the junkyard today and see what they got for trucks, and maybe snaggle some parts, see if there's anything good out there. Also wanted to see if there was anything good for that. I need a grill and that corner light for a limited, but I have a feeling I'm going to be getting a generic one and repainting it, so I don't know. But this guy is pretty much, you know, not I mean, there's a few things I could probably get, but I don't know what there is, because everything else that I know I really want have to be ordered, you know, like fender flares and stuff, and I'm gonna do something different with the running boards here. So I'm just at one of those stages where I just have to go look and see if there's anything I should probably snag. But anyways, I'm gonna get that seat put back or mounted, and then I'm also gonna hook up my lumbar support so I can air up the back. It's got little bladders back here. And also looking at how the seat is set up, I could easily add a heating element to it. I'm thinking I'm gonna do that at a later time. Think maybe find a better spring from another truck, put that in here, and then I'll add support, extra support for those springs so they're not as stressed out. I think this was partially broken before I got it and didn't know it, and I just finished it off. So alright, that completes the bench seat band-aid repair. Hooked up the power to lumbar, and it now works. These ones actually hold air too. I really like it. The ones in the Explorer don't work at all, and that one over there also works as well. So that's a kind of a nice thing to have working again. Now I'm just packing up some basic tools. I'm gonna head to the junkyard for another video and see what we can find. I think Todd had some interior pieces that he wanted me to snag while I was there, so we're gonna look at some brick noses, see what they got for bull noses, and maybe take a look at some brick nose Explorers. So yeah, I think that's gonna be for the next video. Anyways, if you enjoyed this little random video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you next time. Man, we're getting close to fall now, aren't we? I better hurry up and start getting some more stuff for this. I got fluids that need to be changed on this before winter, and a couple of U-joints that need to be swapped out too, so stay tuned for that.